All right, good morning. I'm thinking today I'm just sort of killing time, and I'm thinking I know we looked at the kickstand like last week and that needed some repair. So I think today's a good day to do some welding and weld that kickstand up. So yeah, if we look at this guy, it is missing. There's supposed to be like a little, I looked at other ones on eBay. There's supposed to be just a little nub that comes off of here that allows you to catch that with your foot. So yeah, it'd be right about there. Allows you to catch it with your foot, push this thing down. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and then, what is this? Is this like, is it cast iron? We're supposed to weld cast iron with specific sort of nickel-based filler rod, I believe. Oh, we're out of oxygen. Crap. Alright. I gotta heat that cast iron piece up in order to weld it. Without oxygen and the torches, I can't heat that thing up. So, I suppose instead we'll turn our attention to the rear wheel over here. I know we need to tighten the lug nuts on that. Alright, so these guys are supposed to be 80 foot-pounds. Uh-oh. Applying the rear brake while I do this. Oh, it's nice to have a rear brake. Oh, yeah. Bang. All right, then I've also got this guy here. A muffler. We got a muffler. And check that muffler out, huh? Not much in there. It's all stainless steel. I ordered this online. I can verify. I can look at the stainless welds on here. It is definitely stainless steel. It is, it should fit on there. It is kind of, I was thinking it might be longer than what I wanted. You can get shorter versions of mufflers where they're like this long or something. And so I wasn't sure, when I originally ordered this, I wasn't sure I wasn't going to chop the muffler and shorten it eventually to fit the sort of lines of the bike was my concern, but I'm not sure at this point how long that subframe is going to be. I'll show you here on the bike what I'm talking about. So yeah, if we look at the bike here, we've got the way our exhaust pipe comes up here. I think originally it was supposed to be angled, you know, something like that. And then you've got your subframe here coming out. My seat is like, it comes out to like right here or so. I wasn't sure how long the subframe is gonna be. Like this guy, let's stick this on there or whatever and see how that sits. Got our little spring tool, spring puller. And this one, in theory, can go on like that. Man, that looks fucking weird, doesn't it? Doesn't look right at all. But yeah, look how far back this muffler goes. It's way back here. So I'm not sure this is ultimately what we'll end up doing, but for our test ride, this is gonna have to do, I suppose. It also came with these guys here, a little clamp. Go ahead and take the old clamp off here. All right, then we've also got a clamp down here on the bottom. All right, so there it is. I realize it technically should work and everything. I don't really like it for multiple reasons. I think this is not a very good joint where it's kind of flimsy. You really have to have everything else tied down in multiple other places in order for this to function as a joint. I do like the little muffler with the little angle on the end there. That's kind of why I ended up with this thing. I also ended up because it was the cheapest one I could possibly find. It was like 35 bucks with the idea that I was going to modify the thing. Yeah, let's take the seat out and take a better look at this. So if I'm going to have the seat on here approximately like that, and ideally I'd like my subframe to stop like right with the seat, but I realize that's probably not going to happen that way. I'm going to need some room for electronics and stuff to live down there, and so it probably is going to come out here, and maybe I only shave this thing down, you know, 5 inches or so. I don't know, but then still, if I shave it here, the muffler is sticking out past that, and I kind of think that will look weird. There's a possibility that we're going to modify this whole tube here and shorten this or something. I don't know. Maybe we might need to just kick this angle it back a little bit more, and then change our angle here so that it comes out more, so this thing goes more straight up and then comes out. But it's just an aesthetic thing, you know. I want it to look nice, because it's just these little details like this. We have a wonky muffler on an otherwise nice bike, and people go, oh yeah, that's some garage built shit right there. And also for my personal stuff, I'm making choices based upon what I think looks good, and I don't think that would look good. It's hard for me to justify if I don't even think it looks good. Like right now, it looks good, dude. Like it's in line with this thing. It's recessed back just a little bit. Like that's a good spot for the muffler. You know, I don't want the muffler to be out and be a feature. I want it to be recessed back where the bike body terminates. I want it recessed back from that. So this is good. But yeah, if I modify this, I'm gonna need to modify this too, push that back somehow. And that's where like shortening the muffler comes in. That might happen. And I think that would be fun to take the muffler apart and see how this is put together. I suspect it's very simple and would be easy for us to modify. All right, so I think that's probably it for today. I've been circling around here trying to see if there's anything else I can get done, and I can't come up with anything at the moment. So I'm gonna wait on that part to show up for the seat, and then once we get that, I'll be back basically. So we'll see you then.